Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe, and I want to welcome you to my homestead. Is this a homestead? I don't even know. Does this qualify as a homestead? We live on 4 acres in a log home that we built, and it's got a tractor, and I don't know. Is this a homestead? Would you call this a homestead? Anyway, I just spent the morning cleaning up the yard, giving the grass a cut with the good old Kubota bx2680. And again, would you call this a homestead? We got neighbors over here to the right of us. We got some more neighbors on the other side of those trees, but like I said, we're on 4 acres, and I'm gonna take a walk around and just kind of show you around real quick before we get into the topic of this video. So here we are in the backyard. I just finished cutting it. It's a little bit of a slope here. I think part of my plans for next spring is to bring in a couple 100 yards of fill and bring up the grade back here so that it's less of a slope and more usable flat land. And it's the back side of the house. That's just a little dog pedal for the dog to do her business in the middle of the night. It's not really a play area, it's more of a potty area. As you can see, I got to do a little bit of cleanup. A little poop in there. Anyway, and then this is the basement area. We got to walk out. I just finished loading a half ton of pellets in the basement this morning just to start getting prepared for the winter season. I know it's early, but you know, I do it a half ton at a time. So anyway, and then I had to clean up some leaves that had just piled up down here. But anyway, I'm thinking I might at some point in the spring, this whole gravel area, I might throw down some artificial turf, sort of like the dog kennel, and maybe we could use this as a bit of a I don't know what we would use it for, but to walk out basement, who knows, maybe someday we might do some finished work down there, and then this would be a patio area maybe. And then we kind of come around to the side yard over there, but let's I'm not going to go down into the woods, but I'm going to kind of give you a shot of what we're dealing with back here. So like I said, we have 4 acres. This is a big slope here, but at some point I think I can get down here with the tractor. I kind of wish I had gone for the R14 tires on that bx2680, but I think just for traction. But most of my work is up here on the lawn, and I don't want to tear up my lawn. So it was kind of, who knows, maybe I'll spend the $600-700 someday and get an extra set of wheels. But anyways, we've got some slope down here, and then there's a bunch of flat land over here, and then down here we got some wetland. Just like all along here. But over in that area there, and it's hard to see because it's overgrown, but there is a land strip that crosses over the wetland and then kind of goes back up again. And we have about another 2.5 acres of nice dry upland on the other side. So, you know, who knows, maybe sometime in the next year or two, I'll get myself a little brush hog or a bush hog, whatever you call them, hook it up to the tractor, find my way down there and clear a nice clean path over to the other side. We can still access it by going through some trails that belong to the town that sort of abut up to us, but I'd rather do it through my own property. So who knows, maybe at some point I'll clear a path over there. But anyway, the topic of this video is how old or how young do you think an appropriate age is for you to start teaching your kid how to use a tractor? I have an 8-year-old. I have a 21-year-old daughter who kind of knows how to use one already because she went to an agricultural high school and they had tractors, and so she got a little bit of actual formal education. But my 8-year-old, and I'm not talking about just putting him to work. I'm talking about just teaching him the basics of tractor safety and how to safely operate it and sort of gradually ease them into it. I had this conversation with my wife and my 21-year-old daughter, and they both think I'm crazy. They're like, no way, he's way too young. The kid's 8 years old. He's got to learn someday, right? I personally think now's a good time to get that kid on a tractor. And just like I said, just teach him the basics. You know, how to go forward and backwards, and how to brake, and how to steer. You know, maybe in a year or so, we teach him a little bit more, you know, but just the basics. Nothing crazy. I mean, I just finished, you know, I just spent 2 hours out here mowing and doing some yard cleanup, and I'm about to put him to work out here washing the tractor. If he's going to wash it, why can't he learn how to use it, right? So I'm going to go get him out and get him started, and I will jump right back on with you in a few minutes. So I just came in to get Christian so that he could start cleaning the tractor, and look what he's doing. He just finished lunch, and now he's having Italian ice, and he's watching, what are you watching on YouTube there?
Some animal documentaries.
At least an animal documentary. At least it's somewhat educational. But so a few minutes ago, right before lunch, as we were cleaning all the old leaf piles down by the basement door, we found a couple salamanders, and I had him take the gloves put the gloves on and take the salamanders out and just release them down in the woods. But anyway, as soon as he is done with his Italian ice, we're going to get him to work. In the meantime, I'm going to go set the tractor up in a good location for him to wash it, and I'm going to connect the garden hose and all that stuff and get it ready for him.
Starting to wash the tractor. So excited. Make sure like and subscribe and share, please. Thank you.
You ready to wash the tractor, bud?
Yes, it's hosing time.
It is hosing time. We don't really wash it and suds it up or anything like that. We just rinse it off. I don't spend a whole lot of time cleaning the tractor. I just like to rinse it off when we're done using it, just to keep it clean.
Yeah,
so
clean.
What do you think, bud? You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do this.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
Gotta love these expandable hoses. They don't last a long time, but they sure are convenient.
Yeah, they're so fun to watch it blow up. It's so satisfying.
All right, go for it, bud.
Okay, how do we turn this thing on?
You know how to do it.
Oh, that's how to do it.
Just give it a good rinse.
Yeah.
You could probably use the jet.
True.
There you go. You gonna spend the whole day on the bucket, or are you gonna do the rest of the tractor? We didn't even use the bucket today. It wasn't that dirty. Oh, I used it a little, but I didn't use it that much.
Get that seat nice clean.
Yeah.
Don't want to be seeing dirty ground.
Make sure you get the hood and the wheels.
I will. I'm getting to that.
Okay. Hey, don't squirt me, man.
True. That's why you should stay far away with kids.
All right. How about this? I think I'm just gonna let you do your job, and we'll be back in a few minutes to talk to the people on camera. Okay?
Really?
Really?
Really? Nah.
All right. Really? Do a good job. We'll see you in a few. Just doing a little leaf blower work on the tractor. It helps get all the excess water off, just to help dry it off quicker, that's all. But steel, it's been awesome since I got it. This is the BR450. I've loved it.
We did do a video on this.
We did.
Check that out.
Maybe I'll drop a link to that video down below.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get the tractor parked, and then we're going to spend the next half hour hosing down the front porch, and we're moving all the furniture off the porch, and we're going to hose it down and give it a good cleaning up there.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you in a bit.
Bye, guys.
All right, so since I was out here doing stuff, it's a nice day. It's only like 70, 72 and sunny. So my wife said, why don't we clean the porch off today? So we took all the furniture off. We're gonna hose it all down, give it a good cleaning. We usually do it twice a year. We do it in the spring and then again in the fall. So we're doing it a little early this year, but why not, right? But anyways, so back to the topic of the video. So like I said, my son is 8 years old, and I think that now might be a good time to get him started on just the basic safety operations of a tractor. And I would love to hear what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.